Guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today we are doing my drugstore clean with me, and I'm doing a declutter as well. So I do want to be a little bit ruthless, but obviously not too much. There is quite a few palettes I know that I can get rid of, but first of all I want to show you how we're looking now. I've only just done this, I forgot to do the intro, so this is actually being done while my videos have been uploading. So in here it's mainly all my really nice palettes, like especially on top here. So we've got Huda Beauty, let's get her out. So it's mainly, Huda Beauty, Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath is on top. So I've got the Pat McGrath Bridgerton and the Pat McGrath Celestial, what's it called? The Pat McGrath Voyeuristic Vixen, and then this Space Odyssey one that she did. So they're the only three palettes I've got. Actually no, I do have another one, but I'm waiting to talk to you about that, but that's only like a little plastic one which will go down here. So I have all my three Natasha Denona ones. So the Mercury Retrograde, the Desert Dusk, the Pastel palette, then all my smaller Huda Beauty palettes, my Tiny Marvels, and then my Natasha Denona ones at the back. So I've got right, so that needs to go somewhere else. There needs to be there, and that needs to go there, I think. I think I'm going to do more of a collection. You'll see this more when we do the clean with me with higher end. Then we've got Urban Decay there. Urban Decay there, and just a book that I'm keeping. Shoot Uma is there. Some more high-end palettes here. Juvia's Place there. I do consider Juvia's Place quite high-end, especially if I have to order from their website. And then various different high-end ones here. So let's put these back. Isn't that one beautiful though? She had to go at the front. She's just beautiful. Right, so that's what it's looking like there. And then I brought my perfume over here. It was just not in a great place, so it was on like a carousel. So I've got all my perfumes there that I currently have in my collection. There's not many, and there's a few on there that I haven't spoken to about that I got in recent hauls. Like this one's a copy of Ariana Grande's Sweet Like Candy. This one at the back is a copy of that one. If you want me to talk about it in a video, just let me know. So yeah, we've got those two new ones. There was like $1.99 the dupes for higher end perfumes basically. I got this when I went to Blackpool with my mum in the Primark there. So this one is called PS Summer Blossom Hair and Body Mist. I wouldn't put that in my hair, but it is a really nice scented deodorant or body spray. Then we've got some more high-end ones here. So Too Faced, and yeah, I think it's just Too Faced and that small Anastasia one, and then whoops and then in here the Anastasia one should really go with Anastasia. Oh, it's gonna fall. Let me just get it out. So I've put my Anastasia one there and my Sigma. There's Urban Decay there as well. There's ABH there. I've got 4 palettes from ABH, and then Jeffree Star at the back. And then I put these underneath. I think it's not going to hold it though. It's not that it's not going to hold it. This Primark one's just a bit wider, so it's always going to be wobbly, I think. Anyway, we've just got like some single eyeshadows there and some pigments. I've not changed anything up here. Colourpop Super Shocks. I showed you this when I did my Shop My Stash. So that's currently what it's looking like. And then what I've done is I've moved lipsticks over here. So basically I've just swapped from here, lipsticks were there, and then, no, I had some palettes in here, so I just basically swapped it around, but I think that one was there and then that one was there. Yeah, I think it was. So basically I've got my Lazy Susan here full of lipsticks. I've just put my Shop My Stash lipsticks here. There's my lip liners at the back, my Russian doll there. My mum got me that from a thrift store, and it's just really special to me. Then we've got my lipstick collection here, and we've got an empty drawer here now, which I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I did have my eyeshadows in there. I put them somewhere else, but I might put them back here. Do you know, like cream eyeshadows? Like the Steeler Glitter and Glows. I think I'm going to put it back there, to be honest, because where it is at the moment it just looks a mess. I'll show you in a second where I put them, but yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the way it's looking. Let me step back and you can have a full overview. And up, it says Beauty with Andy still. I'm going to have to try and change it. Oh my gosh, guys, have you seen that? Did you see that in any upcoming videos? If you've seen it, why did you not tell me? It needs to say Makeup and More with Andy. Yeah, so just ignore that. Pretend we haven't seen it. So, yeah, so starting here, lipsticks, perfumes, eyeshadows, and then this is the collection that basically it's more about the top section. If I only could keep a few palettes, it would be those there, just because they're like my favourite palettes, and I do like my Colourpop collection as well. But if I had to rush out quickly, I would just grab all this here. At least then I'd have enough eyeshadow, and to be fair, probably my multi-chromes and duochromes as well. And it's not that I don't care about the rest of my makeup collection, it's if I could only keep so much. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to take you over to the vanity and show you. There's no real changes there. Sorry if I'm giving you whiplash. So that's just my makeup stash. There's no real changes over here. Apart from this, I used to have my Pat McGrath eyeshadows in this. This is a lot slimmer than the one that I was using. So I've been able to put brushes up there and eyeliners and setting sprays. And this, I bought this from my mum, but she gave it to me. And it's got, what's it got in it? Yeah, it's just got bits of jewellery in, like costume jewellery that I don't really wear. Excuse the nail polish as well. I mean, eventually I'll probably get rid of these white drawers because they don't really hold that much. What's in them? Oops. So we've got some Project Pan things I want to take back to MAC. And then in here I've got some things off Naomi that I don't want to use yet. So we've got the Too Faced Hangover RX, and then this shades by Shan, the hydrating primer. So we've got some cotton buds as well, and then just a couple of soaps that I don't really need it, but then I just think, where would I put all this, because that it holds it really well. And then, which you don't really see often, I've cleaned it up to the best of my ability. So we've got some more brushes there, we've got my Yankee Candle Melt there, my plant there, some sponges there, which I don't know if I want to keep them. I don't think I like them, apart from that one in the middle. That's filthy and needs a wash. And then all these skincare samples that I need to get through. So that's what we're looking like for the moment. You know what I'm like, guys. I never ever keep it the same way. So I'll probably change that up. That book there is for Project Pan, for when I use, I'll show you in particular, it's for when I use this. These are all my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me show you what this looks like. I come further out. So yeah, that's what we're looking like. I just wanted to show you. You're not surprised when I do my next shop, my stash. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the clean with me and declutter. So it's not even drugstore, guys, it's a mixture. We've got high-end and drugstore. I think it's mainly in the second drawer down, so this is the first drawer. I think most of this I will be keeping, because like I said, a lot of it is higher end. We've got some Profusion palettes there. These ones like down here are Urban Decay. So we're going to go through everything, not necessarily in this video, it might be 2 parts, but I'm hoping to do quite a ruthless declutter, whether I'm going to be able to do that, because eyeshadow palettes I am quite accustomed to. I'm quite a hoarder when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I do get rid of things. I didn't want to do this declutter at this point, but the drawers are getting to the point where they're not going to close. It does look like there's quite a bit of room in here, but there isn't, not really. So I like to see all my eyeshadow palettes and I can't see them. Well, obviously I can see them, but you know, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me. So I want to get rid of a few things and yeah, hopefully just make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Things I won't get rid of are these. I mean, they weren't expensive, but they're Disney. I'll never get rid of them. They're more, at this point, the more, what would you call them, decoration pieces. So yeah, I won't get rid of them, and I won't get rid of gifts either that people have bought for me because they've spent their hard-earned money on it. Like a few of my friends who have bought me gifts have said, if you don't want it anymore, just pass it on, but I won't do it because they mean a lot to me, and the fact that they've gone out, thought of me and bought me something means a lot as well. So let's take you to the second drawer down. Right, so this is where we're starting, guys, and these are all Revolution ones. We're going to start here, because we're going to start with Revolution just because I've got the most. So let me take them over to my vanity and we'll see which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to declutter. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm still going to do the clean with me because they need cleaning anyway before I pass them on to the next person. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to turn my light on because even though I've got the external light, I need a bit more light. Now, I'm not going to get rid of all of these Revolution ones. I think these are the best of the best. Like when I did the previous declutter, I think that was just a spring declutter and already we're doing a summer one. I can't remember when I did it, I'll have to check the date, but I did it recently and I didn't want to do another one until winter. Normally I do like 2 a year. So anyway, we've got this Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look palette, which is called Ocean Treasures. This is not really me, but I do like the silver. The silver is so metallic. Look at that silver, guys. I like the blue as well, but you have to... I don't feel like you can wear it with this blue. I mean, I'll try it again. I feel like my skills have improved since I bought this palette. I'll try it again, and if I don't like it, then I'll declutter it in winter. But I don't really want to because of the packaging. But I can't keep everything for the packaging, can I not? Right, I'm just going to clean this up a bit. Sorry, you can't even see I'm cleaning it off camera. Some of these palettes have never been cleaned before since I've got them, so it's nice to do this. They look all brand new again. Okay, so that's a keep. Let's put that up there. This one came broken. We can afford to zoom in a tiny bit, can't we? That one came broken. That one is the I Heart Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado. I do like it still though. Can you see it's got... I need to get this out of it. That highlighter part came broken. I mean, I could just buy a new one. I need to buy a new one anyway for that highlight. That's gorgeous. I'm going to keep it while... So I'm going to keep it until I get a new one and then I'll declutter it. or should I just declutter it and that will prompt me to get a new one? What I'm going to do is I'm not going to clean it up because I'm just going to declutter that into the bin, not passing that on to anyone. And I'm going to order, or I'm going to have a look in Superdrug for a new one. This one as well, I was planning on doing a is it a dupe video, and I still want to do it, it's just having the time to do it. Maybe I'll bring this out next, Shop My Stash. So this is the Revolution Reloaded Iconic Division. I just want to see what's better, this or the Subculture. It's definitely a dupe for the Subculture, I think you'll agree. I think after that I will be passing it on to my niece. Wow, we're not doing so well, are we? Ciate London. This one is the Mykonos palette. These are really good palettes, guys. I got this one from TK Maxx. It's a really nice neutral Virgin on Cool Tone eyeshadow palette. I think I'm going to keep that. I don't have too many palettes that look like that all in one anyway. Let's clean her up. I can honestly, I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of any of this. Right, let's put a bit more this antibacterial on. If I go through these drawers and I get rid of nothing, I will be gutted. I'm going to have to get rid of some things, even if it means me revisiting. When it comes to high end, I don't think anything's going to go unless I absolutely hate it. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I think the only other cool toned eyeshadow palette I've got is the Natasha Denona one. Then we've got another Ciate one. And this one's very, very blue toned, so I think I'll keep this one. Look at that. That is just absolutely stunning, is it not? Definitely keeping that. Love this blue down here. The only thing, and I like that duochrome up there as well, the only thing I don't like about these palettes is they don't come with names. I think I've just seen one of these palettes that I can get rid of. And I thought all these were Revolution. The fact that two of them are Ciate and I want to keep them both, yeah, is a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. It's really difficult to get the marks off. That'll do. Keeping Revolution and Salt Extra Spice. I've not used it. Probably I've used it. I've only used it since I got it. And I could declutter this and have no problems. But it has such pretty shades. Has this yellow, this green here, this olive green. I do want to keep it, guys. I think I would miss it if I didn't have it in the collection. And I only really want to get rid of things that I really don't want or I haven't used in a very long time. And I do like Sofa, and I like to support her when I can. I mean, I've even got two of her lipsticks that she brought out with this collection, which are really nice. So yeah, I definitely want to keep it. Okay, this isn't going well. It was going so much better in my mind. Right, Lemon Drizzle. I know that I want to keep this as well. I really like this palette. Look at that, guys. She is stunning. Really, really nice for the summer. I'm surprised I've not pulled it out yet, but I've got so many palettes that I haven't used. I'm concentrating on those first. I thought I'd do this because I'm not really feeling like being on camera, because I'm not very well at the moment, guys, so I thought I would just try and start this declutter. Like I said, you might not see it all, but you'll see the bulk of it. This Soph one is her newest one, and you can see I barely used it. Another great summer palette. I really like the shade Dreamy. I like these kind of neutral tones here. This green is really nice. No, I can't part with it. I think I'll end up keeping all my Soph palettes. The only thing I don't like about this is I think Revolution tried to save money and I put it in cardboard. Some people say cardboard costs more to make. It's definitely better for the environment. Like if you want to declutter it into the bin, you can just take the eyeshadows out and recycle the packaging, I guess. I don't feel like this palette is as user friendly as the rest of her palettes, and maybe that's what she wanted, because her looks when she did them were quite out there. Like I said, absolutely love Soph, but it is a very bright palette mainly. I mean, you've got all these brights here, these brights here. You can do a neutral look just with cookie dough. See, all cookie dough's out of one of her other palettes. I remember now, she said that she was going to put some eyeshadows in from her other palettes. Don't know if I like that, guys. I've got all three palettes. I would prefer her to have put a different shade in, maybe even a lighter shade than cookie dough. Cookie dough's quite dark. So cereal as well, and then mirror ball, and not gonna lie, how many times do I say that? Or let's be honest, guys. Slightly going off topic, but yeah, you could definitely do a neutral look and then obviously a more brighter look. So I do feel like it's quite versatile. It is a really nice palette too, so we're keeping that. Eyeshadow shield back in. Then we've got the first, was it? Yeah, it was the first one she did. The Revolution of Ultra Eyes. I bought this after I'd got the second one. I wasn't going to get it at first because I thought to myself, it looks pretty neutral, which it is. Look, it's really neutral, but it's beautiful. I'd say probably this one is the most versatile out of them all. You know, if you like a neutral eyeshadow palette, I don't know if they do it anymore, but I would recommend this one. Out of them all, I think number 2 that she released was my favourite. Yeah, I like number 2 the best. So anyway, we're keeping them all, guys. I mean, I've not used this one. I've not used this one that much. I mean, it doesn't need cleaning up at all because I've just not used it. So if I was going to declutter anything, it would probably be this one, to be honest. This one did come with names on it, but I feel like I've got rid of it. I like these 2 shades here. If those 2 weren't in it, I'd have no problem decluttering it, I don't think. But yeah, we'll keep it for now. And then this one I've not used yet. I bought it last autumn, and it's the I Heart Revolution Peanut Butter Cup. I bought it instead of buying the Too Faced, what was it called? They brought out a new Too Faced palette. Can't remember the name of it. If you know it, leave it in the comments down below. And I was going to buy that, but I bought this one instead. Was it that one? Yeah, it was definitely that one. Anyway, I've only swatched it. It is a really, really beautiful palette, so I'm going to keep it. Just going to clean it up a bit. Then once I've used it, I may pass it on. I want to at least try the formula. I'm not really impressed with Revolution a lot at the minute. I've not bought anything for a while from them, apart from this one at the bottom, and I got that for like £5 because I had reward points. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, what I did buy is I bought some eyeshadow bases, so I'll show you when we get there. Bought some eyeshadow bases, some pastel eyeshadow bases, and a cake palette from them. And to be honest, I'm not a lover of either. This one, guys, this Revolution Tammy Clark one, it's been on the chopping block so many times, and I do really like it. I love the chartreuse green. it is so pretty. I've got shades like it, and I love this green here. I've got shades like it. I think I'm just going to pass it on to my niece. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to pass it on. Oh, this has come out of the palette I was telling you about. I think this one. Yeah. So we do have the shield for it. So Pine Tree and Petrol are my favourite shades. But I do like these more bronzy orange ones down here. I definitely have to keep it. I'm not getting rid of much at all. But yeah, we'll clean this one up so I can pass it on. First palette decluttered, and this was supposed to be a ruthless declutter today, guys, so I'll leave that there. This one's going nowhere. Absolutely love this. It's a mixture of all Huda Beauty palettes, in my opinion. So Huda Beauty light, nude, medium and deep. The only thing I don't like about it is the packaging. I mean, it just attracts, if you've got eyeshadow on you, it just attracts every little mark possible. But look at that, that is absolutely stunning. A beautiful nude, again virgin on cool tone. And if by next year I've not pulled everything out I'm keeping, it's all just going to go. Because what's the point in it just staying in my makeup collection going bad? And then this one is new. I've not used it yet, just because I'm using other newer palettes. So this one needs to be pulled out probably in the next shot. My stash, can you see it? I'm going to have to put it like that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let's zoom in a bit. I think you can just see it there. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I've dipped my finger in the purple shade now. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a lot of variety there. If I don't want it, my little niece, I keep calling her little niece, she's taller than me. My niece would absolutely love it, I think, just because of the variety of the eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm going to give that a good go. I'm also going to check what else I could potentially declutter, because at the moment we're at 1. Let me put those palettes back and get some more. You know, I'd be very surprised if I could get rid of anything from here as well. So I've just brought the acrylic over. I'm going to put the acrylic on here. What shall we do first? I'll just pull them out as what's up first. So we've got the Shade and Light one. Let's zoom in. This one is the Rust Quad. Yeah. And I've not really used it, to be honest. Can I get rid of this? I can probably get rid of this, you know. They're so smooth though. Look at that one. But am I going to use it? I bet my mum would like this. Shall we give my mum some luxury makeup? Because I don't think I've ever... Yeah, I have given her luxury makeup. She's had Ciate, she's had, I think I gave her a Dior one once. Right, so that's a potential declutter. I've not used it in a very long time, so why do I need to keep hold of it? Let's just say we're decluttering it. It's been in there ages, and if I really wanted to use it that much, then I would have done. All Morphe ones can be done at the end. Then I've got this Stila. It's Little White Lies Heavenly Highlighting Palette. But I don't like it for highlights, and I'm not 100% sure I like it for eyeshadow either. And they're beautiful, they're kind of like duochrome, but to the touch, it's like an oil slick, guys, to the touch. Very, very sheer duochromes. I could put them over a matte eyeshadow as a topper though, and it cost a fortune. I don't really want to get rid of it. I'll try and keep that around for a little while longer if I don't like it in the winter. or if I've not used it, I'll declutter it. So let's put that there. That's Morphe. This one I'm keeping. I wasn't blown away with the formula, guys. I said that in the review. I'll try and put that in the card section or at the end of the video. Yeah, I wasn't blown away with it. I did really like this Days shade here. Shimmy, wasn't a lover of, but I did like the orange mattes. So we're gonna keep this. Don't you just love the school holidays? Morning to night, the kids are screaming. Okay, that'll do. I don't think we did this one. And this is everything that's in the bottom drawer apart from my self-made palettes, and they're going nowhere. I've spent way too much money on them to go anywhere. We've got this Profusion one, which I've not used yet, so it stands to reason I want to at least use it. I've only swatched it, so that just looks like that's a beautiful yellow and orange palette. It definitely is a bit of me at the moment. I don't know, well, I do know why I didn't use it. I've used a lot of yellow eyeshadow palettes the last month and I didn't want to use another one, so that's that. I have actually got Gold Rush as well, so I don't feel like I need both of them. I just don't know which one I'm going to be decluttering, just purely because I've not used Gold Rush either. So yeah. Right, we've got this BH Cosmetics highlighter palette, and again, like, it's got some really funky highlighters in there. This one, I've not panned it, I dropped it and the highlighter came out. So this one and this one especially I thought I could use for eyeshadow, and this one as well, but these ones I might get away with using as highlighter. Let me do some swatches for you guys. I'm not going to do swatches in everything, but things like this I don't mind. See that? Right, so as I was saying, this shade here, can you see? That shade there is that one, and then that shade there is that one. And then we've got the pinky one, so that's the one with the pan that I've not really panned, and then that's the darker one there. They're really, really pretty. Uses eyeshadows for sure. So that's them there. I'll dim the light in a second, guys, and then these special shades here as well. Those are probably my two favourite. So we'll do that one there and that one there. Purple there is absolutely stunning. Turn the light down. Right, and I will also watch the other ones. I think I might just do finger swatches to show you. Just the normal pan ones. See, they're even kind of extravagant and out there. They'd make good inner corner highlights. Look at that one there though, guys. Oh, look at it. Yes, that one is pretty. That one would make a really nice eyeshadow, I feel like. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. Let's clean her up a bit. I didn't even tell you the names. It's a bit late when I don't have the swatches on, but we'll go through the names if you want as well. That's what I like of a palette when they do put names on. That one is called Top It Off. That one's called Top Notch. That one's called Top Secret. Then the split pans. That one's Double Trouble. Double Date. That one. Double Whammy. Double Time. Double Take. And Double Up. Hope you saw all that as I was going through them. But yeah, I really do want to keep that. Then I've got this one. My mum got me this for Christmas, so it's going nowhere. It's Disney Mulan. So that one just looks like that. I've used it once. I've kind of hit pan on the glitter there. So we'll just clean this up. Like I said, at the beginning of the video, I won't get rid of presents. Even if I don't use this a lot, it will eventually become a display piece. Damn it. So all I'm using to clean, guys, is antibacterial, and then obviously one of these microfiber cloths. So we're keeping that. This one I've not really used. I was in a collaboration and I bought this for that collaboration. So it's the Glitzy Girl palette. And look at it, it's so pretty. I don't need to clean it because I've probably only used it once. But look at those oranges. This is one of those palettes that people use for festivals. I believe it is a glow in the dark one, but I've not used it enough to test it out. So we're keeping that. Oh, there's a Fenty Beauty one here, which I'm going to keep. I've used it once, but like 3 or 4 times when I did a look with it. I think it was, yeah, 3 times. It's got some beautiful shades in it. They don't even do these palettes now, they do the bigger ones. So this one was in 5 peach. I did want the green one that they brought out in money, and my plan was to like kind of hook them up together, but they stopped selling it. So I got on this trend far too late, but the formula is really nice. This one is absolutely stunning, and I don't have like an orange in my collection like that. That is so pretty. This one's pretty as well. I do have a few shades like this in my Colourpop palette, so it's not necessary. And then we've got a really nice bronze one, which is just a normal typical bronze, so I won't swatch that. But yeah, I really do like it. Right, I do like these, but can I get rid of one of them? So we've got the Essence Iron Face palette in 01 Glow Threat, and I feel like I've got them both because I like certain things more in one product, and it's like this one. That blusher is a lot nicer, and I think it might be the highlight, so let's have a look. I don't use the eyeshadow products. That highlighter there is a lot like Ofra's. I don't need them. I want to keep them, but I don't need them. I'm gonna give them away. I have to, you know, even the smaller eyeshadow palettes help, don't they? So, is it all Morphe now? It's not even all Morphe because I've got that Disney one in another drawer. But yeah, we've got a couple of Morphe ones I've not even tried. I was going to buy the 9Z Zen palette because it's really pretty. It's like a pastel. It's like a pastel palette. It's got like pastel purples and pastel mint greens, but I thought, no, you don't need it. It was only £6 as well. Anyway, we'll talk about these Morphe ones. So this is the Morphe Vintage Rose. This one looks really pretty. Not used it. I got this, I think, last October or last November. We'll just quickly wipe it up. Sorry about that, guys. Always when I'm filming. Right, okay, so I think we're on this one, Party Pinks. Yeah, it's really beautiful for Valentine's Day, I think. So we'll just clean it up. I don't know if I'm going to be using it. I was saying I do also have the Truly Madly Deeply by Colourpop. So I'll either probably use that one or this one for Valentine's. Depends if I've used it. If I've not used this, I'll probably use this one because it's got that really bright pink there. The only problem with this, again, is that they don't have any names on them. I feel like maybe the shade got missing out of that palette when I bought it from TK Maxx though, because this one comes with names on, so maybe I can get the names off the Morphe website or something. Can't get the glitter off. That'll do. Another Morphe palette. I've had this years, but I really do like it. It's the Morphe, the little palette, and this one is Awesome Blossom. So keeping this. I'll show you my favourite shades in a minute. I'm just gonna clean her up a bit. Right, so I really do like these two shades. That one's getting significant hard pan. And this one isn't. But I feel like I've got so many shades like that. I'm just wondering if I'd be able to pass this up. I might do some swatches off camera, and if I feel like I can pass this on, I think I'll just do that. This one's beautiful as well. I think that was another favourite shade. And then, yeah, they're all getting hard pan on them. Apart from this one here, I'm just going to declutter it, but I'll have to declutter that one into the bin because it's old. Never thought I'd be decluttering that, guys. Then we've got this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill one. I didn't get the Vol, I just got this one from the Vol. It's the Armed and Gorgeous. It's the only one I wanted at the time, and it is absolutely stunning. She's going nowhere. Just going to clean her up. Let me put my phone on silent. It's a great autumn palette, this. I think I've actually made it worse. Right, so just looks like that. My favourite shades are these golds. So Coin and Classified. That's more of a bronze though. I do like Guilt Trip as well. Look at them. And then I like these orange tones here, and then green for the RV. Gorgeous. So that one's staying. Then we've got the Maddie Ziegler palette. This one's going nowhere either. Absolutely love it to pieces. Love the fact that you can do a nice pastel look, but you can also keep it neutral. Yeah, she did a really good job with that palette, I feel like. I got this on sale. Don't think I'd pay full price for it though, guys. But yeah, I'd definitely pay, what did I pay? £10 or something like that. And I think it normally retails at 25. I either paid 10 or 15. Didn't pay much for it. The quality is really good of Morphe's as well. All these palettes I'm showing you, the majority of them I've done looks with, so you'll be able to find them on the channel. So the easiest way to find them, I would say, would be to type in my name when you're doing a search, which now is Makeup and More with Andy. As you know, I did a recent change of name from Beauty with Andy. So you'd type in that, and then you'd type in, say you wanted to look for this one, Maddie Ziegler, and all the looks will come up. So I've started doing playlists though of specific brands, so I don't think I have done one with Morphe yet, but I will do going forward. This is one of the older Morphe palettes that I own, and this one is the Boss Mood 35M, and I really like this for autumn, so this one has to stay around the collection. Look at those beautiful greens there. Let me swatch them. Look at them. Beautiful. And then we'll swatch the oranges because they're calling my name now. I like orange a bit more. Wow, soft. Look at those. Swatch them. Oh my gosh. Right, so we've got some shades in here that aren't really me. The darker shades I'm not drawn to, like this bottom row here I could do without. The reds I could do without here. These bronze ones look nice. Let's swatch these. Yeah, dark but nice. Swatches on the hand. Like olive green one here looks really, really super pretty for fall. So it's gonna, the palette will come out again in the fall. I'll see what I feel, and then I'll probably decide whether to keep or declutter. I might actually keep my Morphe palettes in here all together. Don't have that many, and try and put the other palettes elsewhere. Right, so these palettes need to go elsewhere. Right, let's put that on there, and I'll show you the other Morphe palette I've got. So it's this one. Got this for my birthday last year and not really done anything with it. I used it once for a particular shade out of here when I did a multi-chrome Monday. So yeah, it definitely needs to be pulled out soon. It's absolutely beautiful. Do I need this in the collection? Probably not. Will I keep it? Yes, because of the packaging. I mean, how can you not? But yeah, eventually that'll probably be another display piece. So I'm going to try and put this in the rest of the Morphe. Try and just keep, and maybe put, if I can as well, put Profusion in here. Put Profusion in there because I don't have too many Profusion palettes. I think we're done on the last drawer of the eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to go through the rest of the Drugstore high-end drawer that we went into originally and see if we can get rid of anything there. I'm hoping we can, because at the moment I've only got rid of a few, I think 4 in total, and I wanted to get rid of so much more than that. Yeah, not happy at this stage, guys, because I did want it to be more of a ruthless declutter. Let me see what I can get rid of in this other drawer. Fingers crossed it will be a little bit more than what we've done so far. Right guys, so I've just called the doctors. I'll be doing an update on all of this really soon. I just want results from one more thing. So then I'll be sitting down with you and telling you what's been going on. So we've got this LA Splash eyeshadow palette, which is nice. I could get that look out of the bronze palette, I think, by Natasha Denona. Let me just check. I don't want to declutter things just for the sake of decluttering things. So let me just check. Bronze, yeah. Bronze and Zend all look the same, so we all know what she looks like. So that's that one. Let's put the mirror down and let's see. Yeah, you could definitely get similar looks. That one is probably similar to that, and then that one is probably similar to that. That black is similar to that. The brown here, the orange here. The only thing we don't have is this shade here. I'll give my mum the LA Splash one. I feel like now we're getting there. Now we're on a roll, guys. Whoops. This is so stinking pretty. If you see this at your local TK Maxx and you're into this kind of colour story, I would highly suggest it, guys. It reminds me so much of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill one, this shade especially, and that one's my favourite shade. That one's called Reflections. It's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so we'll keep that. Where do I put my cloth? A bit of white then. Okay, so I don't really use these, but I'm going to keep them anyway, just purely because they're cute and they're Disney. The Lion King one is the nicest of them all. Pretty neutral, but yeah, it is the nicest one. Again, the more kind of the more kind of centerpieces, I guess. And then we've got the Mickey Mouse one. My mum got me this a couple of years ago, which looks like that. This one really isn't Drugstore, so I'm gonna put it back. Then we've got this Winky Looks one. Katie loved this when she put it on me. I like it. I don't use it enough to warrant keeping it. I'm gonna give it to her. She'll love it. It's a beautiful palette, and every bit of me saying keep it, but I think Katie will enjoy it more than I will. Right, so that's being decluttered as well. This for sure is going nowhere. Absolutely love it. It's a Profusion's Mixed Metals Glam. And my favourite shades are definitely this one and this one. Look at them. So that one is called Topaz and that one's called Zenith. Even if I just get rid of 10, I'll be happy at this point. It's not ruthless, but what I'm trying not to do now is buying palettes that look too similar. I think with pastels, I'll never not buy a pastel eyeshadow because that's just where I'm gravitating at the moment. Juvia's Place have got that new one out and I've been eyeing that up, but there's not really any swatches yet. I mean, normally people just do swatches of that palette. I don't really want to watch people creating eye looks with it because I'd want to do my own. So I just want to see the swatches. And Karen sent me some swatches and they do look nice. But I just don't know, guys. I just don't know whether to get it. If you've got that new Garden of Juvia's, I think it's called, the pastel one, let me know what you think of it. That'll do. Right, and Cargo really isn't a drugstore brand. I do really like this for fall, but will I wear it? I like this shade. They seem to be getting dry. And when they're getting dry, it normally says to me that it needs to be decluttered into the bin. I really like this crisp shade here. That's duochrome. I'm not just going to keep it for one shade. Let's just... I mean, some of them are nice and soft still. That one is. Just do some swatches. Yeah, that one is. That one looks like the formula's turning. Right, I'll declutter that into the bin. Got a lot of bronzy palettes anyway. And this Zoeva one I might give to my mum. They're her kind of colours. Well, there's a lot of like orange leaning tones. I really like this shade here and this shade. Look at that. I don't think I'm going to use it again. Been in there for well over a year untouched. So yeah, I'll pass that on. This Socialite palette I need to keep until I at least get the Huda Nude palette. So it's the W7 Socialite. I got rid of my Revolution one. Oh yeah, I got rid of my Revolution one to keep this one because it's better formula. So let's just keep it until I decide whether I want the Huda one enough. This is just a dupe for the Huda. And I didn't wipe this one off. That's kids. I'm not answering that. I can hear them outside. That's how I know it's kids. Right, so yeah, I'm passing that one on. Keeping. I'll be keeping this one as well. My mum got me that for Christmas one year. Oh, I forgot it came with like highlighter and 2 blushes. I need to pull that out soon. I do like the eyeshadows. What I don't like about it is it reminds me of the Urban Decay eyeshadows in the fact that they're just really slim pans, only they're faced like the other way. They've got some really nice shades in here though. This is a really nice kind of romantic Valentine's Day look palette as well. I mean, the formula of Primark is hit and miss, but these ones look nice. I forgot about them. We have any other swatches I can show you? Let's do some of the bronze ones. Compare. The bronze ones aren't as pigmented as the rosy toned ones. I'll swatch the blushes and highlighter so you can see that. You can't get this palette anymore, but it's special to me because my mum got it for me. Right, so we've got a highlighter, a matte blush and a glowy blush. I just normally pair them two together, and that's what they look like. Very pretty. There we go. Can you see that on the side? So we'll keep that. We'll just give that a little bit of a wipe. Don't know whether to put it with face palettes, so I'll use it more. I think I'll use this more for the face products, but I'm not going to start damaging it. It's plastic anyway. I don't know if it would just come off, and if it would just come off, would it shatter the blushes? That'll do. Right, next up is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise. That's going nowhere. I feel so lucky to have this. I'm glad I got it when I did. It's just beautiful. It's got a couple of duochromes in here as well. This one here, Disco, and then this one here, Sea Salt. No, it's not Sea Salt, it's Pariso. So I'll swatch them. It's just such a shame that you can't get this palette anymore unless you get it off Depop. I mean, look at that. That's some of my favourite shades. That's stunning. So that palette's not going anywhere. However, the next e.l.f. one, I've said and said. This was a birthday present off my mum. And I know I said at the beginning of the video I wouldn't be giving presents away, but if you give it back to the person that bought it for you. In fact, she'd probably tell me to give it to my niece because of the colourful aspect of it. But my mum doesn't need to be using the colourful part of it. Anyway, this shade Moss and that shade Candy are probably my two favourite shades. Again, because the duochromes. I've got a shade like this somewhere else. Ignore that, that's part of that. Yeah, pass that on. And then the last one from the drawer, there are other palettes still there, but they're more high-end, is this Moira one. And we spoke about that earlier, and that just looks like that. Yes, there's only two shimmers in here, that green and then that white to pink shifty one, which is really nice. It's more of a companion palette than I would say, just because you don't have a lot of shimmers, but the two shimmers in there. And then the formula of the mattes is absolutely stunning. Let's try and put some on the fingers so you can see. Yellow, purple, pink. What else shall we do? Mint green. Look. I would say that is probably the best matte formula in my collection. I do like the Natasha Denona one as well. But that feels smoother. I don't know why, but it feels smoother. Let me get my pastel palette out. Just let me make sure my brain is still working. Right, so you'll see this when we get to high end. Gorgeous, gorgeous palette. Let's see. They are smooth. That one's really smooth. That one's about as smooth as what the Moira are. That one is too. That one isn't that pink one. So they're about the same, guys. But the price difference for the Natasha Denona is a lot more expensive. I would say if you're not too bothered about shimmers, get this one. I would never encourage you to spend £60 on less. It might have gone up now, but it was £60 when I was looking at it. I didn't buy it. It was a gift from a very, very good friend of mine. And I'm really, really glad that she sent it to me. But yeah, I mean, I would just never encourage you to start spending that amount of money on a palette. Whereas this, if you do want a pastel palette in your collection, if you haven't got many, I feel like this is more affordable. That's just my opinion, guys. The amount of money I've spent on Natasha Denona's palettes myself is absolutely obscene. I'm actually outgrowing Natasha Denona now. Her formula is really, really good, but I do actually prefer Pat McGrath, so you know what that means. It just means like double the cost, because her mothership palettes are what, £120 in the UK. Natasha Denona's palettes are 60 this size and middies. So I feel like my starting place was this, and now I've moved over to Pat McGrath Labs. I do think Pat McGrath Labs Astral Blitz formula is a hell of a lot better than anything that Natasha Denona has come out with so far. Even the Trail Chrome palette and the Natasha Denona Trail Chrome palette that my mum got me last year for Christmas, I absolutely adore to bits. But it's not as good as the Astral Blitz formula that Pat McGrath has done. That's just my take on it. A lot of people that I watch, they say that if they was going to buy from anyone high end, they would for sure go to Natasha Denona because of the formula. And I'm not saying her formula is not good. I'm just saying, in my mind, the Pat McGrath formula is better. So yeah, that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything away. I'm going to show you what we've got rid of so far, and I just need to go through my acrylic and then see what I can get rid of there. And actually, no, there's this one as well. I've had this in the drawer ages. I don't want that. That's an easy declutter. So yeah, I'm going to go over to my acrylic now and get all the palettes from there, and then we'll see what we want to keep and what we want to declutter from there, and then we'll be done. Right, so I think this is the last bit that we're doing. So the kind of mix and match, there's even some Revolution ones here. Some of these I might be able to declutter as well. The ones that I've not used, I'm not going to be decluttering. It makes no sense. So I've only swatched this one. It's the Beauty Bay Pastel Palette. Chrissy from Creative Eye bought me that, and it is absolutely beautiful, so definitely keeping that one. I don't even think I need to wipe it because I've not used it. Then we've got the, then we've got the Barry M. Are you going to focus? Hello. Then we've got the Barry M Neon Bright. Right. I think I'm going to keep this because it's got that cornflower blue in, and I needed a shade like that when I did the, is it a dupe between, well, it was a few different palettes, my Natasha Denona Pastel. In saying that though, do I need to be keeping it? Never used it. I should at least try it, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll try it, and then I'll probably get decluttered in the winter. I got that for a bargain at Boots. It was this one I've never used. It wasn't the other one that we spoke about in the beginning. I thought I'd used it. You see, I Heart Revolution Tasty Pumpkin Spice Latte. Did Too Faced bring out one similar last year? I'm sure they did, and that's why I bought this one. And I remember Naomi saying at the time mine looks better than the Too Faced one, but this is absolutely full of shimmer. It's not got any mattes in it at all. I'm not going to wipe it up because obviously I've not used it, I've just swatched it. So this fall I'm going to bring it out, and then I'm going to decide whether I want to keep or declutter. Lisa kindly gifted me this for my birthday, which I've not used yet. Now, if you don't know, my birthday is February the 12th, and what date are we? We're practically August. I think it's the 27th today. Oh yeah. Why does it keep doing that? Try again. So I don't know why, but it keeps going blurry. I hope this lens isn't about to die on me. So it looks like that. It's a really pretty green palette. It's got this yellow glitter here that I need to try and repress. I'm hoping that alcohol will do it because it's really, really pretty and I do want to try it. So we'll try that soon. So it's in the shade Sour Apple and it is by Cara Beauty. Real pretty. Then I've got this Revolution XX, the Matrix palette that they brought out last year. Gorgeous. And if you're thinking why have you not used it yet, because I'm waiting to send Naomi's to her and we decided to do a collaboration when it came out. Now Naomi loves the Matrix and yeah, I need to get that sent. I'm just waiting to order something for her and then I'll send the parcel off, but it's coming soon, Naomi. I'm sorry it's taken so long. So we'll just wipe this up because it is looking a bit, just the colour switch that is looking a bit grotty. But yeah, really like the look of that one. Again, something I've not used is this Purist palette. And it's a really nice purple one. I don't have many mauve toned purple eyeshadow palettes, so I do want to use it at least. And then if I don't like it, I'll pass it on. Let's just swatch some of these shimmers. They're not the best shimmers in the world, but it's a very inexpensive palette. I think it was like £5 or something like that. The shimmers are lackluster, and this is what's making me not want to use it. But I can't not use it forever and a day, so I need to maybe pull that out soon and do a look with it. Maybe I could do just one look with this palette, or two at the most, on a kind of bingo. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But the next one is the I Heart Revolutions Fruity Pebbles. So it's that one. Absolutely love it. I used to love the Flintstones. And that's what it looks like. So I'll be doing a look with that soon. One palette I could probably get rid of and not question it because it looks so similar to this is the Primark Neon Green palette, but I do want to use it first. They look pretty similar, don't they? I do want to use it first and maybe do a comparison if I can find enough shades in here between these two palettes. Yeah, I could do that. So then we've got the Revolution Pro. This was with a collab. They collabed with someone with this. I like it because you've got your whole face products here, so if you was to go away you could just take this. It might get pretty boring with the eyeshadows. I'm not being drawn to many of the eyeshadows, but it is a good all-in-one, I guess. You could definitely get away with just using this for a few days, I feel like. So yeah, I do like it and I do want to try it out soon. If I don't like it again, that will get decluttered in the winter. Something that I'll never declutter because I love it so much is the Cara Beauty Cleo Queen palette. Absolutely stunning palette. I've not even used all the shades, so I concentrated more on the yellows when I used it. So in the fall I'm going to bring it back out and concentrate more on the bronze shades. It's just beautiful. Absolutely love it. So I got this in a giveaway with a few other things from Lucy's Unboxing Life. I haven't used it because yet it's yellow virgin bronze and I've been using those types of shades quite a bit. So this is by Amuse and it's the 24K gold. I again feel like I would eventually pass that on because I don't really use small eyeshadow palettes like that. And then we've got the GG Hadid by Maybelline. I don't know whether to keep this, I really did like it, but I'm not being drawn to it again. Let's just pass that on to my mum. That needs to go somewhere else. We've got the Lotte London Iconic palette, and this is the best mauve tone palette I've got. This shade here, it's eyeshadow goals, guys. It's just like a wet eyeshadow. Absolutely love this. I don't want to get rid of it. this is better than the Sigma one, and that's a bold statement. When I say the Sigma one, I mean Sigma Rosy. The formula is so much better, so I'm definitely keeping that. Then we've got this Wet n Wild one. I really did enjoy this. It competes with the Urban Decay Honey quite a bit. This shade here reminds me so much of Honey from the Urban Decay palette. It's just real pretty, guys. Real pretty. So yeah, I want to keep that one as well. Right, we're getting to some more that we could potentially declutter. I want to keep this one. So this is a sentimental eyeshadow palette. When I went to Portugal with my mum a few years ago, we went to Sephora and did a bit of shopping there, and I saw this and it looked really nice. So it's the Sun Bleached Filter Sephora palette. The eyeshadows are too old now, but it really is a pretty palette. I got it mainly for this one, and it's just still nice. I don't know if it's like expiring or if it's my taste that's changed, but there's barely any pigment coming off it. I will keep it just as a sentimental piece, so that's that. Then we've got the Makeup Obsessions Crystal Waves. I think I want to keep this one as well. Yeah, I did really enjoy playing with this when I used it, so we'll keep that one. I think these two I can declutter. So we've got the PS Beauty Exotica eyeshadow palette. I don't need to keep it. It does have a white to pink shift, but I've got that in my Natasha Denona Pastel palette, and I've also got one in a Juvia's Place palette, so I really don't need to keep it. Also this Brett Rockman one, I did want to keep it around for this green here. It is absolutely stunning. It's the only shade though in here. It's the only shade in there that I really want it for. I'm going to clean this up. I've got a feeling I'll be passing it on to my niece, just purely because I don't want it anymore. And those shades are too bright for my mum. Making it even worse. And don't forget, guys, I do also have palettes in my Shop My Stash. I will show them to you before the end of the video. And I've also got some that I need to review. I don't think any of them are going to get decluttered, and I think there's quite a lot that are high end. The only problem with doing this, sometimes you make a palette worse. It smudges everywhere. I'm getting rid of that. Beauty Bay ones are coming up now. These are going nowhere. I absolutely love the Beauty Bay formula, especially like the wet ones. I don't even know the formula, what I can compare it to. For that price point, guys, it's like nothing I've ever used before. It's just so pretty. The Love Notes is really feminine as well. This is a great one for Valentine's Day as well. They did bring it out for Valentine's. So keeping that. Definitely keeping the Wilderness. I ummed and ahed so much about this that I bought it on the second restock, and they don't have it on their website anymore, so I can't actually recommend it. I don't know about the Love Notes. I'll check and see if that's still available. I know the Wilderness they don't have, but they do have Earthy Tones, which has a lot of the greens. In fact, it probably has all of the greens that are in here. I mean, that green there, so stinking pretty. So yeah, keeping. This one was the first ever palette from Beauty Bay that I got, and obviously it was Nikki Tutorials. I'm not even a massive fan of Nikki Tutorials. I don't watch her videos anymore. I do, however, watch her shorts, and this palette is stunning. Absolutely stunning. That one there's a duochrome. Oh, look. You can't see at the moment because all the eyeshadows are blended into each one, because my eyeshadow, my hand is full of sparkle, but I'm keeping all them. I don't think there's any more. I mean, I've got some Juvia's Place. I don't really see them as drugstore. I see them more as high-end, especially when you pay the shipping on top. Is there anything else there? No. I think this is all of my kind of drugstore eyeshadow palettes. We've got this one, so we've got the Avocado Toast as well. That's in my Shop My Stash. We've got the Dreamy Lights one, which I showed you before. High end, and then we've got this Sample Beauty here. So this one's the Equalizer Volume 2. Never used it before, so I can't really tell you if I like the formula or not, but you will be getting updated about that soon. The rest of the palettes, like I said, are waiting to be reviewed, so they're all pretty good though, so I don't remember thinking I'm going to declutter that. But yeah, I mean, that's everything, guys. So that's my clean with me declutter. Let's see how many we actually decluttered in the end. Oh, this is also another drugstore palette that I have, which I'm looking forward to using. I'll show you, because I don't think I showed you in my Shop My Stash what she looks like. It's called the Jungle Princess. Right, let's bring everything over now. I'll be happy if there's 10 here, which I think there's more than 10 anyway. And then what I'll do is I'll go off and count all my drugstore up, and we'll see how many we've got left. There is a higher end one in here, so, and I am putting all palettes in here, including the ones I'm decluttering into the bin. Okay, so that's everything I'm decluttering, guys. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, that's not too shabby, is it, guys? I'm happy with that. I did want to declutter 10 and I've decluttered 18. It's a shame I can't find 2 more to declutter, then it would have been double what I wanted to declutter in the first place. I did say it was going to be a ruthless declutter in the beginning, but this is me and eyeshadow palettes. Nothing will ever be ruthless about it, but I am glad I've made room for the collection that I've got. I'm not intending on buying any more eyeshadow palettes. In fact, one's coming. Well, I need to order it, but one will be coming into the collection really soon, and then I think that's it. I think I'm going to go down the avenue of just like singles, because I'm absolutely enjoying using singles, and I know that you guys like to watch multi-chrome and duochrome videos, so yeah, I think I'm going to go down that route for a while, and just try and use the eyeshadow palettes that I've got in my collection. So yeah, let me put everything away and then I'll show you the overview at the end, and I'll tell you how many drugstore we've got left. Right, guys, so I've just counted up what I've got left in my drawers. There's 57 drugstore eyeshadow palettes now, which isn't too bad. 57 is still way too many than I can actually use up, but we've not gone through Colourpop. Colourpop's a whole separate video, because that's going to take a whole video for me to film, because there's over 30 palettes, and then there's the singles that I've got. So yeah, that's all going to be combined. So 57 I've got and 18 I've decluttered, which isn't too bad. I'm going to show you the drawers now, and then that will complete the video. Thank you so much for watching. Right, guys, so these are all the palettes that are being decluttered, either being passed on to either my mum or my niece, or going into the bin because they're that old. So that's those. I'll show you the drawers as well. Right guys, so for the most part these are actually higher end, so that section there is higher end. Then you've got my self-made palettes there, there's 2 of them, they're both higher end. There's a bit of a drugstore scattered about, as you can see here, and then we've got all this room now. We've got my candles here that I need to burn, 5 candles there that my mum got me in gift sets for Christmas and birthday. So there's all this room to grow. Not that I want to do any growing with eyeshadow palettes, it's like I said earlier, but yeah, I'm really happy with how that drawer is looking. And this is Drugstore. This has always been the problem. I think eventually I will get rid of my Revolution ones because I'm not right impressed with the Revolution formula at the moment. I think Profusion are better than Revolution, and I think Colourpop are better than both combined. That's if you want my opinion. I mean, this Profusion palette here, this Glam palette, is some of probably the best formula that I've tried from the drugstore. They're so metallic, and if I can find another palette like this in this year's collection. They have brought a couple out, but I've not really liked the colour story. I really like that one, but they have done a few other ones like it. I would definitely recommend this if you can get hold of it. It's so inexpensive as well. And then we've got my Morphe and BH Cosmetics all together there. I didn't think it would fit, but it does. I'm really liking the way it looks. So the next video is going to be high end, but I think I'm going to post high end first. So this video will go up after high end because you guys wanted to see high end first. So guys, this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.